alone, but about every other thing which you are in need of. Allah says we have created them in there for you to be able to survive.
هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه بل الظالمون في ضلال مبين.
Allah says, can't you look at it? Can't you look at it that this is the work of Almighty Allah? No human being can do this. Let's go.
ولقد آتينا لقمان الحكمة أن اشكر لله.
I think why the father have decided that the verse we are going to use for today's lecture is for us to see how do we have conversation with our children. When Allah gives you a child, from infancy, you should begin to discuss with him. You should begin to discuss with her. You should begin to discuss with them. Let them know what you are. Let them know what you love. There is a family, I don't want to be telling story too much. There's a family in Ondo State. Some of them are Muslim, they are prince. If you are fighting and they are there, they will tell you, no, we don't fight in our family. I am from this family. So this is our own way of doing things. Allah says,
وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا لُقْمَانَ الْحِكْمَةَ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِلَّهِ.
I will leave the meaning of Luqman to our fathers, the scholars who are here.
وَمَنْ يَشْكُرُ فَإِنَّمَا يَشْكُرُ لِنَفْسِهِ.
Many people call him a saint. Some say he's just a man of God, but I see it as tribalism, because it's one of the prophets that is not black, that is not white. It's one of the few ones that is black. Because he's not white, they are now in the tafsir, they say he's not a prophet. Because 99% of the prophets are mainly white people. So I always see it as tribalism. That's why they did not refer to Luqman as a prophet. He is a prophet of Almighty Allah.
وَمَنْ يَشْكُرُ فَإِنَّمَا يَشْكُرُ لِنَفْسِهِ وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ حَمِيدٌ.
He called, Allah said he has given him wisdom. Unfortunately, most people around today, this is the greatest thing they lack. A friend of mine said, we have a friend that is very poor. The only thing he has is money. I don't know if I understand that statement. He said, we have a friend that is very rich. He said, our friend is poor. The only thing he has is money. So when you are not intelligent, Allah did not give you hikmah. I do not know what God gave you. But Allah said, when you have hikmah, He has given you the best that He could give to anybody.
وَإِذْ قَالَ لُقْمَانُ لِابْنِهِ وَهُوَ يَعِظُهُ يَا بُنَيَّ.
Then Luqman now called all his children. He invited them, sit down and listen to me.
لَا تُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ.
He said, come, do not worship any other God with Allah. Do not associate. When you do this, that is the greatest disservice. But unfortunately, the parents today, they are the ones who are teaching their children to associate any partner with, more partner with God. You don't need to say it again. Many parents, they behave as if they are deputy acting assistant God at home. They are telling their children that this is the way to go. Well, some people, they have turned their phone to their God. If some people forget their phone, the way they come back as if heaven wants to fall. And when their children see them, they believe that's exactly the way life is. That their phone is now their God.
وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهَنًا عَلَىٰ وَهْنٍ وَحَمْلُهُ وَفِصَالُهُ فِي عَامَيْنِ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيْكَ إِلَيَّ الْمَصِيرُ.
He now told his children, your parents, especially your mother, is extremely important to you. But I've always been telling people, you don't need to say this again. My people will say, a young person that wants to bury his brother naked, you go with his young brother. So that I will teach him that when he too goes, he should be buried naked. All what you need here now for us to train our children about our parents. You must take care of your parents, and when you are doing it, involve them. You want to go and buy something for your parents, let them follow you. You want to go and visit your parents, let them follow you. How you honor your mother, let them follow you. If they are no more alive, when you are praying, ask them, please pray for my mother that is no more alive. Ask them, please pray for my father. That you ask your children when you are praying. It means you are telling them this is what you should be doing for me. The talking again, most of the time does not work. It is what you do that influence the way these people act.
وإن جاهداك على أن تشرك بي ما ليس لك به علم فلا تطعهما وصاحبهما في الدنيا معروفا واتبع سبيل من أناب إلي ثم إلي مرجعكم فأنبئكم بما كنتم تعملون.
I will say it's not for you to judge your parents. Whether they are doing rightly before you or not, whether they have abandoned you, you think they abandoned you when you are a child, probably the abandonment is actually what saved your life. You might not know. Probably they did not do the way, they are not giving you what the way you expected them to give you. You might not know probably the way they did not give you why Allah has raised you.
Wow.
Allah said, it's not for you to judge your parents before me. You must honor them. Even when they are doing things that you think you don't like, Allah says it's not for you. The only thing you can complain, if they say there is one stone there, we need to go and worship it, that is what we do in our family. Even when you want to say no, you will say it with respect.
يا بني إنها إن تكن مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض يأتي بالله إن الله لطيف خبير.
This is the verse we are supposed to be reading now. Even the rich people, they are complaining now that things are not easy. No matter how rich you are now, because if you have everything that Allah has provided for you, what about people who will also be disturbing you? That one will be giving you pain. So Allah says, we should allow our children to feel it, that it is God that gives something. Allah said, no matter how small, it has been destined for you, definitely you will have it. If you pray and you have not seen it, be rest assured that God has not destined that thing for you. But the issue, the way we do this, it is not just preaching. Show your children. You've written an exam in your office. They did not, you assume, or you didn't pass the promotion exam. You get home, you are so demoralized, your children are looking at you. Say, what happened, Daddy? You say, it is this office problem. What happened, Daddy? This office thing. And you are complaining. What you are telling your children is that their power can take them there, not what Almighty Allah has given to them.
يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانهى عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور.
Most of us who Allah has blessed today, the way we treat the people around us destroy the future of our children. You have a driver that you treat like an animal. You have house girl that must not come to where you are. You talk to anybody as if you are the deputy acting assistant God. You walk as if nobody owns this thing beside you. You are telling your children that they are the owner of the world. And that is why so many children, they commit suicide when they are growing up. And you see them, their mood is changing almost every time. Because their parents have shown them that they are the owner of everything. If they did not have the opportunity of controlling the way their parents are controlling, there is a psychological problem.
ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور.
Allah said, when you walk, show humility. Sayyidina Luqman was the one training his children, telling them like this. Show them humility in whatever Allah has given to you. They said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam never shouted on his boy, and he mentioned it. That does not mean he's a fool, and that does not mean you do not know what you are looking for. There was a man in one of the towns that we know. All his children, he was a very rich man, very, very rich man. That he could afford to build one houses for all his children, and he has about 40 children. At the end of the day, when the man was getting old, the children, Allah did not bless them the way he has blessed the man. One of his houseboys that worked for them, that he took care of, is one who now took over the family and began to take care of the entire family, even when the man was alive. Adibin is insulting and abusing that he used to treat the people under him. Perhaps he will have died wretched.
وَتُشْهِدُ فِي مَشِيكَ وَجُدُدُ مِنْ صَوْتِكَ إِنَّ أَنْكَرَ الْأَصْوَاتِ لَصَوْتُ الْحَمِيرِ.
We should teach our children to talk gently. Do not be shouting at people anyhow. Even if you are the head of everything, be careful the way you talk. Be careful the way you relate. What you are doing, you are teaching your children this is how to do it. If you don't know, by the time you are not there, you will see them replicating you. Then you will regret.
إِنَّ هَذِهِ تَذْكِرَةٌ فَمَنْ شَاءَ اتَّخَذَ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِ سَبِيلًا.
A little from us. The Almighty Allah bless the children and all of us who are here. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al-mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.